All right, but she's been missing, according to your motion to revoke, since June.
Yes, she has, Judge.
June, July, August, September, October, November. And you all want to withdraw?
Yes, Judge.
Yeah. How many children do you have?
I have 7.
7? Everyone, please whisper. And what are their ages?
I have 18, 17, 16, 11, 10, 9, and a 7.
Wait, 11, 10.
9,
9.
and 7.
All right. And now you have a baby on the way?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You're 18, 17, 16, 11, 10, 9, and 7. Where are they?
My 3 oldest are with their dad. My 10-year-old and my 9-year-old are adopted by my cousin. My 11-year-old and my 7-year-old are adopted by my brother.
So because you're saying adopted, I'm assuming there was a CPS case? And what happened with the CPS case?
I voluntarily signed over my rights.
All right. What were they asking you to do that you did not do?
I didn't comply with my house service. I needed 1 room to be completed and it wasn't completed on time. So
Child Protective Services does not have you signing away your rights because of place.
I was doing everything I was supposed to. It's just, my house wasn't completed to get my kids back on time. So it was either the state took them or they voluntarily signed over my rights.
Child Protective Services, that's not the way it works. The way Child Protective Services works. And I would tell you, I think your attorney may have handled Child Protective. You have not?
Not many.
All right. I've handled plenty of Child Protective Services cases. And what you're telling me, that's not the way it works. You know how it works? They give you a year to get your life together to try to get your children back. And what ends up happening is you have a babysitter for free for a year. And what they want you to do is not use drugs. They want you sober. They want you to have a place for your children. They want you to be able to financially support your children. Now, if your housing is not ready, because they help you get housing.
Yes, it was just that's what it was, the placement, my housing. It was just, they said that one of the rooms wasn't completely finished because I had to rebuild my rooms.
No, let me just tell you, what you're telling me now is not true. And let me tell you why I say it's not true. Now, that may be a part of it, but that's not the whole reason, because I've just told you, Child Protective Services, if you need housing for your children, guess what? They will help you get housing for your children. If there's a problem with the house where you're staying at, where maybe it's not up to code, guess what? Child Protective Services will help you get your house up to code. They do all of that. But if your house is not up to code, if you're moving a man in that you're not supposed to be moving in, and if you're still doing drugs, no, Child Protective Services is not giving your child back. And they will give you a year to get your act together. And if you have your act together within that year, but you still need a little thing, like, for example, you're telling me you need your housing, they will extend it. So the fact that all these children you have, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you don't have any of them in your custody and all of them were adopted out, that tells me not only did you not do anything within a year, and the fact that they didn't extend you, because it doesn't sound like they extended you, that means that you were not doing anything. And now you're about to have another child. Are you employed?
No.
When's the last time you had employment?
5 years ago.
I'm sorry?
5 years ago.
5 years ago. And is the father of this child the same father of your other children?
No, ma'am.
Who's the father of the 18-year-old?
His dad, Christopher.
Christopher?
Solis.
So Christopher is the father of 18, 17, and 16-year-old? Who's the father of the 11-year-old?
Daniel Delaveres.
Who's the father of the 10 and 9-year-old?
The same.
And the 7-year-old?
Same.
And this child?
No, not this one.
So how often are you using meth?
Well, I was using it often when they took away my kids, but when I signed them over.
See, now this is where the dishonesty come in. I asked you, why were your rights taken away from you? And what did you tell me? Housing. And I even told you I've done CPS cases and they don't just take it away for housing. Now you come back with, I was using when they took my children away and I signed.
I got my kids taken from me.
Yeah.
That's when I
So,
started using meth.
How many times were you using meth?
After they took my kids, I was using it on everyday thing.
All right. And how many times were you using it before CPS even got involved in
I
your life?
wasn't using nothing
Oh, so why did CPS get involved in your life?
because my daughter had an accident.
Which daughter?
My youngest, my 7-year-old,
What accident did she have?
she fell from the second floor balcony to down the second floor balcony under the father's watch.
Okay. So let me explain something to you. Children cannot support themselves. And it appears to the court that you're just having children and allowing somebody else to support them. For example, if I were to have a child, I can't say, oh, cute baby, and then put them at Travis Park and say, good luck to you. And that's what you've been doing with all of your children. You haven't raised a single one of them and you haven't been working. So let me just tell you, I'm gonna help you with that. And I don't know why you're getting attitude with me. You haven't raised any of your children. None of your children are with you. You have an 18-year-old, 17. Here's the thing. You have an 18-year-old, 17-year-old, 16-year-old, 11-year-old, 10-year-old, 9-year-old, 7-year-old, and none of them are with you. You're not raising them. You haven't been working. You just told me in 5 years. You haven't been financially supporting any of them. Now you have a baby on the way. But I'm going to help you with that. So I'm going to sentence her to 4 years deferred adjudication. There's going to be a TAP evaluation in custody. And she's to follow all recommendations of TAP. Other than this felony case, does she have any other felonies
Not on her, well, pending, Your Honor, or in her record.
on her record?
I believe she has one other felony. on
For
her
what?
record. I'm not,
Unauthorized use of a vehicle.
okay, I know it's a state jail felony, Your Honor. She says unauthorized use.
All right, she's going to do a TAP evaluation in custody. All the recommendations will be followed. If TAP says that she's not to do inpatient treatment before she's released, we're going to come back to court and find out what treatment program she needs to be in with whatever treatment court that's available. You're going to get employment. Proof of it. And I understand if it ends up being a difficult pregnancy, which I hope it will not be,
It already is.
then we will do something about the employment. I know my mom worked until 9 months.
I know she's explained to me she's already a high risk.
All right. There's going to be proof of employment within 45 days of release. And if she can't work, then she'll need to find she need to have a doctor's excuse. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Once she's released, I'm going to want random field visits. 1 time per month until further notice. We're going to do the UA hotline until further notice. 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Make sure that's intensive parenting classes. And once she completes that, the community service hours will be waived. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. She is not allowed to reside in any home with minors. There's a $500 fine that will be probated. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. How far did you go in school?
I went up to the 10th grade
Why didn't you graduate?
because I was going down the route path.
Okay. And do a gang evaluation on her, please. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Anything else you need from the court?
No, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, and did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney, and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. I know you probably say Stephanie Boyd is being hard on me, but somebody needs to be hard on you, because you just can't go through this world having children and wanting somebody else to support them. And that's what's been happening. You can't go through this world and not have employment. The only people who are allowed to not really have employment are eccentric, wealthy people because they already have the money, but you're going to have to get a job. You can't be finding yourself now. You know the reason why you don't have time to find yourself? Because you have all these children and you continue to have more children. So it's going to have to stop. You understand?
Yeah. I do.
All right, good luck to you. Are y'all ready to proceed on the motion to revoke?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, could I have a file stamp for a motion to revoke? And counsel, I need a trial court certification of defendant's
I'm
right.
gonna withdraw the motion, Your Honor.
All right. State, what's the reason for withdrawal of this motion?
Your Honor, this is Ms. Caballero's first motion to withdraw. In addition, not motion to withdraw, motion to enter adjudication of guilt. In addition, she has shown partial compliance with the conditions of supervision. She has completed,
All right, but she's been missing, according to your motion to revoke, since June.
yes, she has, Judge.
So that's June, July, August, well, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. And you all want to withdraw?
Yes, Judge.
Your Honor, she hasn't reported because of irresponsibility. But she has shown a lot of responsibility in other ways. She's done the TAPI assessment, she's done the parenting classes, the inpatient program, she's completed it at Casa Mia. She's completed to her.
If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Okay.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. I want her drug tested
Yes,
today,
ma'am.
and we're going to see what the results are.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And why is she in custody? Because of the motion to revoke?
There's a warrant, Your Honor. That's fine.
All right, just have a seat. We're going to get you tested today.
And I brought her in to take care of it.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the state wants to withdraw this motion. So let me just tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to sign the motion to withdraw. You're still going to be on probation. You're going to do a UA today. If that UA comes back positive, then a motion to revoke is going to be filed. Do you understand? Yes.
Drug court, they can't do it today, they can do it tomorrow if he's in custody. They have
No,
five,
she's going to be out of custody.
I mean, on Soriano. You want his drug court interview done today? They
Well,
can't
no,
do
it needs to be done this week.
Well, you said,
yes,
you
yes.
said today.
Yeah, no, okay, all right, thank you. All right, so you're gonna leave here and you're going to go to a felony drug court to receive your UA. Do you understand? All right, Deputy Laura, she can be released. Yes. So all of this was over somebody owing somebody $50.
Sort of, Your Honor, yes.
And then you're getting involved.
Correct, Your Honor. My client accepts responsibility for making a very bad judgment that day and
Yes,
making a bad decision.
because here's the thing that people don't understand. One, do people think people should be hitting on females? No. But as a female, you can't hit somebody and then think they're not going to hit you back. And I read the police report. So the officer is attempting to stop a fight. And then everybody else wants to get involved. You want to get involved because you're like his brother. You're saying that that's my brother who's in the fight, right? And then you're going to punch the officer, and then the officer is getting you under control. And according to this, you're still punching and kicking on him. And then somebody's like, no, don't do it. She's pregnant. Well, guess what? When people are pregnant, they should not be getting involved in altercations.
You understand?
So how far along are you in your pregnancy?
8 months.
Do you have any other children? Are you employed? So how old are you?
20.
How are you supporting yourself?
Oh,
Like, how do you make money to eat?
I have a boyfriend that supports me.
Are you living with him?
He lives with me. I have my own apartment.
Well, how are you paying for your apartment?
It's already paid for a year. through housing.
All right, so this is what I know about housing, because I used to do CPS cases. If you're on housing, your boyfriend's not supposed to be living with you. And honestly, your boyfriend's not supporting you. You know who's supporting you? Everybody in here who has a job and pays taxes. I'm supporting you. Your attorney's supporting you. All the attorneys who are in here supporting you. Anybody in the gallery who has a job is supporting you. So your boyfriend is not supporting you. And what I'm going to tell you right now, if your boyfriend is living with you and you're on housing, guess what? If the government finds out about it, which usually they do, you're going to end up having charges because they're going to want their money back. And this is the way the government works. The government doesn't tell you they know your boyfriend is living with you. They don't tell you they know that you're getting food stamps and you shouldn't get them. You know what they do? They wait till it's a felony. And then once it's a felony, then they bring charges. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
How far did you go in school?
I got a high school diploma.
And what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Getting myself together.
How?
I get a job.
And what type of job are you looking for?
Restaurant.
All right, see, here's the thing. You've decided and you made the decision to have a child with this boyfriend who can't even support himself. How old is he?
He's 22.
All right, he's 22. He can't even support himself. Y'all are both living off the government. Are you receiving food stamps? Yeah. Y'all are living off the government and you're about to bring a child into this world. And now the child is going to have one of their parents. I don't know about his criminal history, but the child is going to have one of their parents who's already on probation for felony. And a parent who fights officers in an alley who's pregnant and not even at this point thinking about them. Because if you were thinking about your unborn child, you wouldn't have been fighting with an officer in an alley and you wouldn't have been in an alley. You understand? And if you are not careful, Child Protective Services is going to be involved in your life. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Negative.
And do you know if your boyfriend has any criminal history?
No.
Do you know or do you not know?
I don't know.
So why are you with him if you don't know if he has criminal history? Do you know how far he went to school? You're the boy explain something to you. She is on government housing. You shouldn't be living with her because the taxpayers don't want to pay for you to live with her. You need to get your own house. If she's carrying your child, which you say she is, you need to be financially able to support your child, which means you're not living off the government on her housing that's been paid up for a year that we the taxpayers are paid for. If people want to go out and have children, guess what? I'm not supposed to be the person supporting your child. Y'all supposed to support your child because I didn't agree to have a child with him. I didn't agree for you to have a child. Now, if you want the taxpayers to support your child, then what you need to do is, and I see mom holding him down, keeping him calm. You know what? If people want to play stupid games, you're going to get stupid prizes. And it's going to result in this deputy removing you from this courtroom. So if you want the government and the taxpayers to pay for you to have a child, you know what you need to do? Before y'all decide to live together and have a child, you need to come to a panel of citizens and say, I would like for you to pay for my housing. I would like for you to pay for my child. Will you agree for me to have a child? Not doing that. Y'all are just doing whatever you want to do and somebody else is taking care of your child. And when your child is born, if that's your mom, guess what? That grandmother is going to end up taking care of the child more than you. You understand? That's yes or no.
Yes.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 8 years deferred adjudication. We'll do 200 hours of community service. Vashawn, if she gets a degree, if she gets into trade school, then those hours will be waived. I'm going to order parenting classes. If she completes parenting classes, then those hours will be waived. It's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs. I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month until further notice. And I'm going to want anger management classes Proof of employment within 90 days. There should be no employment as a home health care provider.
I was trying to find a job and that I was trying to go to the probation, but I didn't have any money to catch the bus because I don't have a car. And I didn't have right to get to from my house, so I was paying it.
All right, did you call probation?
They didn't give me a phone. They
Oh,
didn't give
so
me
you're
any
saying-
information. They didn't give me the parenting website or the address to where to go. And they didn't give me the anger management classes either.
Oh, so they didn't give you information for parenting classes, anger management classes. They basically gave you nothing. That's what you're saying? All right. Any questions?
I don't have any questions for you, Judge.
All right, where's the 1-year-old?
With her dad and his mom.
All right, so Child Protective Services involved? I'm sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Child Protective Services is involved. How long has Child Protective Services been involved?
I want to say not that long. They just wanted to put her with her for now till I get my stuff out.
How long is not that long?
2023. Like after I had her for a couple of days, I took her to the doctor and they were like, she was not getting fed often. But I had explained to them that she was sleeping and we were gonna feed her after she woke up.
All right, so let's backtrack a little bit. You were saying 23. What do you mean 23?
2023 was the year she was born.
All right, so how long has CPS been involved in your life with that child?
Just 1 year. Not
All right, so that means your rights have probably been terminated because they only give you a year to do parenting classes and whatever. So have your parental rights to that 1-year-old been terminated?
no.
So what did they do?
They had put her in a family safety plan,
Mhm.
so so I can still see her. Through, like it was every third Saturday that I can go visit a visitation, right?
All right, and who's the father of this baby? Is it the same person?
Someone.
All right. Are you aware of how babies are made? Then why? Because your life is not in order right now. It's a lot of chaos going on. So my issue with you is you can't find probation. You say probation and give you parenting classes, where to take them. They didn't give you anger management classes. They gave you nothing. But you can still figure out how to have a baby, become pregnant. You can still figure out how to get to your, I'll say mother-in-law. I don't know if you're married or not, but you still find a way to go do your child visitation. I don't understand why you can't find a way to do probation.
I can't find a way. I just have to have the money to get to and from the probation office.
But you got to and from your visitation.
That's when I had money. That's when I had help with the money and the rides.
Any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
And how far along are you?
It's
Probation? What do you want it to do?
According to the court summary, as it's been stated, GPS report release through Bear County Jail for 90 days, residential treatment of Cosania, weekly UAs for 90 days, and weekly reporting.
All right, just have a seat. I need to think about this because you really should most likely be revoked, but let me think on things. All right, and for the record, the parties are Jason Gareham for the state and David Woodard for defense. Oh, no problem. All right. I reviewed the court summary without any objection from the defense. And I will tell you, one of the things that the probationer said, I mean, that your officer said, is that you're not taking probation seriously. That's what they're saying. So here's my question for you. Do you want to go to prison? Then why are you behaving as though you want to go to prison? Because everything that you're doing tells me you want to go to prison.
I'm not trying to-
I'm sorry, what?
I'm not trying to behave like that.
But you are. I'm telling you, the only thing you did on probation was have, become pregnant. That's all you've done. You haven't done anything else. So why do you think you shouldn't go to prison?
I want to do better.
Let me just tell you, everybody in that box, they want to do better. No, I can't, if I were to ask people to raise their hand, people in the box, how many of y'all want to go to prison? I guarantee you, I'd say 99% of them will say no. There'll be that 1% who will just say, yeah, I just want to go to prison, do my time, be done. So nobody wants to go to prison, but you're behaving as though you want to go to prison. And with this Casa Mia, does anyone know if they'll take someone on GPS? I mean, I've heard of the program, I'm familiar with it, but I don't know if they'll take someone on GPS.
Judge, you have to get more information. I will have to look into that.
Counsel, do you know if Casa Mia will take someone on GPS?
I don't judge. And the issue with the GPS, what probation is requesting is if she has a job, work release, she doesn't have a job. So I would assume she would stay in jail for 90 days because GPS work release would not benefit her if she's not employed.
Oh, no, she's going to be on GPS until further notice if I decide to continue her. If I don't continue her, then, GPS doesn't matter.
I don't have the answer to that question, Judge, about Casa Mia.
All right, let me see. I'm going to give you all the number.
The number, Judge.
All right, if you all can call and find out if they'll take someone with GPS.
Spoke with probation. They said that she can attend with GPS. The issue is the person they need to talk to is out today because she's in training. Moreover, that program is more so suited for persons who have substance abuse issues. Ms. Telsey does not suffer from any substance abuse issues, so we don't know if that's the correct program for her.
Okay, so how do we know she doesn't suffer from substance abuse issues?
From the list of the motion to revoke, I haven't seen any positive urinalysis.
And Judge, I did ask Ms. Telsey if she had any substance use, and she said no.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and State, I understand your reason for revocation. Probation, I understand your reasoning. And I hope that people don't take this as a sign that, oh, let me just get pregnant and then the judge won't send me to prison. But I will tell you, one of the reasons why you're not going to prison today is because you're pregnant. That's the elephant in the room. Otherwise, you need to be sent to prison because you have done absolutely nothing. And the only thing you've given me is a bunch of excuses. That whole excuse about I don't have a phone, I don't have transportation, that's what walk-in is for. And when probation came to see you at your house, all you had to do was tell them, I'm having transportation issues. And you know what? Sometimes there are programs where they will give you a bus pass. So you're just doing a bunch of excuses. And I don't know why people think that they can just, pardon my language, lay around, have children with no visible means of supporting your child. You have zero financial means of supporting the child that you're about to bring into the world. And the child that you currently have in the world, you're not even taking care of that child. And this whole thing where you said CPS said you all were not feeding the baby, I guarantee you what they said, that your child had a failure to thrive. And that means that you're not interacting with the baby. That means that you're not feeding the baby. That's what you were not doing. And that's why Child Protective Services came in your life. It wasn't, oh, we didn't feed the baby. And when they came over, oh, the baby's asleep. That's why we're not feeding the baby. No, your child had a failure to thrive. And what I can tell you is when babies are born, feeding them interacting with them on a daily basis, their brain is growing. They're taking care of anything. Who knows what harm you may have done your child by not feeding your child? And were you eating when you were on probation and not reporting? Oh, you're telling me you were not eating at all.
Eat here and there, but I wasn't good food myself.
So if you were not eating during all this time period, they would have found your body. Obviously, you're currently alive and you've been eating, and you were eating while you were on probation. I am telling you, and I want you to hear me clearly. You're going to be placed on GPS. You understand? And you will not be removed from GPS until I say you're removed from GPS. And you are going to complete that family service plan. If that's what has happened on that case, I don't know. Do you understand? As a side note, here's some other advice for you. Do not bring more men into your children's lives or into this baby's life. You need to get your life in order. Do you understand? So I'm going to deny the motion. And I'm going to extend your probation. She was on probation for 8 years. I'm going to extend it for another year. And there's going to be partial GPS, waive fees. And the partial is she's allowed to work, complete the family-based services plan. And that plan may have expired, because if she's saying it's been a year, it's over and done with. There is to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Oh, and I'm sorry, the partial GPS is for work, complete family-based services, and also for medical appointments. Now, will Alpha Home take her? Because honestly, I don't know if she has a drug problem or not. She's never reported.
Judge, we could add a TAP evaluation, have that done, just to kind of determine if she has any substance use issues.
All right. What drugs have you used in the past?
I used to take my medication, and I used to take anxiety medication. That was when I was 17.
I'm sorry, what?
I used to take anxiety medication when I was 17.
And what else have you taken?
I've taken
Here's the thing, you need to be 100% honest with me. I'm trying to give you conditions for you to be successful. And I'm telling you, if you want to have more children, that's completely up to you. But I'm going to be looking at the facts of this case if you come before me again. You understand? So what drugs have you used in the past?
anxiety medication when I was 17. That was it.
All right, TAP evaluation, and that'll be done in custody. And see if Alpha Home will accept her. She's going to need a place to stay. If we can't find a placement for her, just have her come back. And maybe you can look at that building, Brighter Communities. I think that's what it's called. Just one second. Let me see.
That's it.
All right. So if not accepted, then building Brighter Communities. And probation, what else do you want?
Judge, if we could do ISP or increased provision once she's out of custody.
All right, ISP out of once released.
Oh, and did you want to add the weekly reporting and weekly UAs?
We'll do the UA hotline with testing once a week until further notice. And each time she's called in to do the hotline, she can come in and report. Is there anything else?
Not from the defense, Judge.
Anything else you need? Yes.
I just want to make you aware that, the way that the weekly reporting, how do you? You guys are blocked. I don't know necessarily that that will work
Okay.
with her coming in
All right.
while she's doing the, testing.
All right. So I tell you what, we'll just do weekly reporting with weekly UAs. Will that work or no?
I mean, we could just do the weekly UAs and then the ISP, the intensive supervision will help with
All right.
that.
We'll do weekly UAs for 90 days. All right. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, we can go off the record. Why do they keep having them come over in dirty uniforms? It seems like the pregnant women always get dirty uniforms, and that's a dirty uniform. It's not a stains won't come out.
So there's sanitization.
Oh, so they don't use water? All right. So how many children do you have? All right, excuse me. In this area, you all are blocking probation. She cannot hear, she cannot see.
I have 3 children. And I'm expecting.
All right. How old are your 3 other children?
They're 2, 3, and 5 months.
And where are they?
They're with their grandmother.
So how long have they been with their grandmother?
A couple of months, Judge.
Why?
I just had some things going on. I thought it was best for my mother-in-law has custody of my kids right now.
Why does she have custody?
Because I had
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to speak
I
up.
had a CPS case going on because of my son had got out of the apartment when everybody was sleeping early in the morning, and so
Is this the 5-month-old?
no, ma'am, they're 2, 3-year-old.
Okay. So you have a CPS case.
Yes, ma'am. It's currently about to be closed.
Oh, it's about to be
Yes,
closed.
ma'am.
So that means if it's about to be closed, that means, and your attorney does CPS work, right? So tell her what that means, counselor.
Judge, what happened was it turned out to be a safety plan, an investigation in which I met the safety placement and she verified everything.
So,
If everything pans out, she knows it will be closed. If not, it could go legal. but she-
and
we
the
looked into
reason
her-
why they do the safety plans means exactly what it says, safety plan.
Yes, ma'am.
So what's your drug of choice?
I mean, I don't do any drugs right now, but I was using methamphetamines, but I've been sober for quite a while now.
All right, how often were you using meth?
Like maybe every week, every other week. It just depends.
When's the last time you used meth?
Like 4 months.
All right, so that's probably why CPS was involved. When's the last time you had employment?
I was right before I was arrested.
Doing what?
I was doing home health care and working for a hotel at the front desk.
All right, I can tell you right now, I don't allow people on probation here to be home health care providers.
Yes, ma'am.
How far did you go in school?
To the 8th grade.
See, and this is nothing about you, but this is my problem with home healthcare providers. Home healthcare providing is turning into West telemarketing. They don't do background checks. They're just letting anybody come in. And maybe I'm wrong for saying this, but they're looking at the bottom line, the dollar line. So I'm being told that they're letting somebody with an 8th grade education who has meth issues, who has 3 children that she doesn't even have custody for them, work as a home health care provider. Thank you, home health care provider people. So that is why I don't let people work as home health care provider. Now, maybe once you get your life together, maybe that will be a good fit for you, but I'm not going to allow that.
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
So why do you only have your 8th grade education?
I just never furthered my education, but I am in, actually, just before I got arrested, got some GD books from the library, so I am trying to pursue my GD.
Okay. So what are you planning on doing with your rest of your life? What are your hopes, your dreams?
Well, after I get my GD, I want to be a cosmetologist. So
Okay. Hey, that's doable. But I will tell you this, anything that requires a license, when you have convictions, before you start spending all that money to do it, you need to find out from the state, wherever you're going to be licensed, if that's going to be a hindrance to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Not saying that it will stop you, but it may cause complications.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, counsel, is there anything else?
Oh, yeah.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's a $500 fine that will be probated. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to ask for parenting classes, probation, whatever parenting classes you deem would be appropriate for her. Obviously, it needs to be intensive, because for them to say that the children are to remain where they remain, that means that she didn't do any. So I'm going to want intensive. There's to be restitution and no contact with Juan Palomino. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. There's to be proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. The UA hotline until further notice. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice. TAP evaluation in custody. Follow all TAP recommendations. If TAP is recommending outpatient treatment, then I'm going to want intensive outpatient treatment. If they are recommending inpatient treatment, then she can do intensive treatment and do a referral to felony drug court. I know that felony drug court is full, but maybe she can be placed on the wait list if they are recommending inpatient treatment for her. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Yes. All right, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
Judge, she'd like to know, how much longer or how long she would be waiting for that TAP evaluation since you ordered it in custody.
Yes.
Up to 2 weeks.
Up to 2 weeks.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so here's the thing. Those 3 children, those are your children. It's not the grandparents' child. The grandparents are just supposed to be grandparents to children. They're not supposed to be raising more children, which is raising your children. You cannot have children and then tell them to go to Travis Park and say, you're on your own. And there is no reason a child should be able to get out of your house and you not know about it, and they're that age. So many things could have happened to your child when they got out of the house. Could have been hit by a car. And guess what? People can't see children that age because they're tiny and they're small. Somebody could have picked them up. And guess what? There's a reason we have indecency with a child cases in this court. Anything could have happened to your child. And when you're using drugs and you're pregnant, whatever you're using, your child is using too. So if you don't think a baby should be smoking a cigarette, you shouldn't be smoking a cigarette, because guess what? When you're carrying a child and you're smoking a cigarette, your babies are smoking a cigarette. If you don't think a child should be doing alcohol, when you're drinking alcohol, your baby's drinking alcohol. You're going to have to start making better choices. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Classes, are you waiting?
if she completes the parenting classes. And I'm sorry, put in there a G